Hello, hello, hello. Not sure if it started. Hello, everybody. My screen is kind of all white, so I don't see if the live actually started, but it did, so great. So, hi, everybody, and welcome to this live on some tools that you can utilize as well in the future. So when we start, I always like to see who is in the room. So hi, Ernesto. Nice to see you here. Yay! So happy to see you. And the way we function is I usually give like a 10-minute conversation about monologue, basically, about the topic. And then, of course, you can ask me anything and then I will close up with speaking more in detail about something that might interest you. So stay till the end. So, first of all, for those that don't know me, I am a scaling expert. I've been doing this now for over 15 years. Ernesto knew me for a short period of time at first. Now it became a 10-year friendship where I stopped doing what I was doing and so went back into selling advertising, which I love doing, but it was kind of catastrophic at that time in my life. It wasn't a good time to go back to work for another company, and especially since I had promised myself I would never work for someone else again. So I'm now very happy that I am self-employed and, of course, mostly thriving in my business life. So I am a scaling expert. I wrote a ton of books and I help businesses reach mostly seven figures and up through certain coaching programs that are very specific to me. And why? Because I kind of blend in spiritual laws and very practical tools for success. I've been kind of obsessed with success since 2006 when I started really learning and reading about the law of attraction first, and then more and more about what makes someone successful, how millionaires are born. And became really obsessed about how people become successful because I realized at that time that you can do it. And before that, I didn't know that it was actually a possibility. I thought you were either born with all the tools to become rich, or you were me, unlucky, unfamous, on everything with a low self-esteem. And so I kind of grew out of that, of course, to where I am today. And what happened with LinkedIn that made me so passionate about this platform that is, I believe, not really that well known yet, still, because I know a lot of people that don't know how to harvest the true power of LinkedIn. But kind of stumbled upon LinkedIn a few years ago almost by accident and almost backpedaling into it because like many other people I was Facebook addicted or spent so much time on Facebook that I kind of didn't really um, have time for LinkedIn and didn't see the potential in it. And I thought, well, I'm already on Facebook, why bother, right? And then I launched a film production company that I'm still developing. And what happened for the film production company? And I thought, wait a minute, why not also search on LinkedIn? So I started digging a little more deep. And what happened is I ended up spending about 15, 20 hours prospecting on LinkedIn and digging out some incredible contacts, some amazing people. And so I started realizing that really on LinkedIn, there's this wealth of connections. And the way LinkedIn works is so different than Facebook, that really the connection. And so I started connections in terms of investing, so much so that I was approached by commercial lenders that were asking me to work with them so that I could provide them with investors of that quality, because I had really people, family offices and private investors who could invest in the multi-millions. My unfortunate situation is that most of the investors I found were effectively investors in solar energy, building, real estate, not necessarily in the movie industry, but I ended up with over 10,000 contacts that are in the investing world. But nonetheless, so I started on my own, typing the names and scratching the iceberg surface. And what also happened at the same in coaching. And in 2008, I got granted my green card as a person of extraordinary ability in the world of law of attraction and self-help. And because of that, I realized, well, now I really have the potential of staying in the US, which I was always develop the coaching business within the US. Really developing my connections on LinkedIn, but it was really like a turtle. It was really slow and painful because you would, find one and the target was potentially not the absolute right target. And so it was lengthy. And on top of it, it was a lot of hours spent on the computer just searching using LinkedIn basically as a search tool and hitting left and right a little bit like a blind person and missing most of the time my target. Eventually, I found out that there are tools now that exist that automate the process and bring it to a whole new level. So instead of me having to search for per month, 1,000 was already humongous number. Now I could facilitate targeting 2,000 contacts per month, which is huge. So that's what I started doing. I started automating the system. And also, I started seeing where that automation fails to achieve results. So I hired also an assistant to help me humanize the lead generation so it wouldn't be as automated and as fake as some of the systems are. And that led me to effectively have my calendar booked with over 30 leads in 1 month. And I have to say that it works so much that a lot of times I turn off my own lead generation is booked, fully booked with appointments for potential clients. And so, of course, since I want to provide the service to my clients, I often kind of slow down the process. And now I'm in the process of hiring a couple of coaches, so they will be also getting some of my own leads. So it really works. And I speak to a lot of coaches on LinkedIn and consultants and also even in the solar panel industry, energy industry, construction, lawyers, accountants, real estate brokers that are in need of more business clients or more clients with upscale uh, lifestyles or higher revenues and have enormous success with LinkedIn. So in my own story, an extra income for that start. It takes about 2 months, 3 months to start really seeing an impact. But boy, when it starts, you see your calendar being filled with quality contact. So because of that, and because it worked so well for me, I started telling my coaching clients that I coached in business, telling them, well, you know what? This thing really works. It works for me. Let's try it for you. So I started first giving them the tool for free just so we could test it. And I didn't want to sell something that worked for more people than just myself. And so it started working so much that they didn't want to stop at all. And we're like, whatever you want, I'll pay you to keep going with it. And so I developed a completely separate business only about LinkedIn lead generation. And so I totally believe that it's an incredible gold mine for finding quality, high quality contacts that will do business. Because the difference I find, even if you find the same individual on Facebook and on LinkedIn, well, the mentality on LinkedIn is already the mindset is already about building business. It's already about networking to create a partnership or to sell or buy or to exchange. I just spoke to someone today actually on LinkedIn, and I reached out to him with this automated, semi-automated system, and eventually we got on a call. And it was really the discussion was how can we work together? How can we generate more business together? And he's gonna basically provide within his service provide a upsell that's gonna be my service and get a percentage of referral. So it was just like that. I got another but referral system or someone that's going to work for the benefits of my company. And so just that, just with him, it's going to generate a massive amount of financial rewards. And so most of my clients have that kind of success. And hopefully, in the future lives, I will share with you some of those amazing results that they are having using this extraordinary tool. And that leads me to the next level, as I have this freaky creative mind, right? I have a lot of times on my hands to think a lot, it seems. And so what I thought is, wait a minute, I'm having this um, enormous amount of success, knowing very little about LinkedIn. I have to admit, I'm not an expert in the field of really knowing how to create the perfect profile, how to create the perfect message. I actually hire experts to do that because I'm not that much of an expert. But before I hired them, before that third business was born, I was doing that on my own, a little bit blindfolded, and still having an enormous amount of success. Therefore, I thought, wouldn't it be amazing to have a place where people can learn about LinkedIn, can learn how to become experts or at least know how to fully utilize the tool and at the same time get leads generated for them and receive new clients and new bookings and new calendar, filled calendar with potential quality clients while learning on mastering this exceptional tool. I just read today that 80% of B&B on social media huge in terms of the power of LinkedIn. Why am I doing it on Facebook, you will ask? So I believe that really groups are better on Facebook. There's a more synergy. It's a more friendly environment, more convenient as well. And the coaching program that I created actually blends all of that together. So it gives you the ability to have a support system on Facebook, which is a great place where you can network with like-minded people, other people who want to build business on LinkedIn. So what a great place to find potential clients or potential partners than a group of people who think exactly the same way, plus learning about LinkedIn and how to become really good at it. And I have an expert that I hope will also soon do lives about the subject. And so then having a course on how to really build a perfect profile, create the best company profile, how to really close deals, because I really want to help people in knowing how to close sales properly, not calendar full of leads and not knowing what to do with that, but actually knowing how to close the deals and having a calendar full of appointments. What more do you want? So I created that for you because I think it's the perfect blend of having things done for you, where you get clients basically to book calls within your calendar, to know everything there is to know about LinkedIn. So you become your own expert in the field and are able to grow your business. And lastly, having a full support system to help you along the way and really guide you step by step and be there to motivate you, inspire you, and empower you with the proper tools and a community of like minded people that can generate even more business or more partnerships. So I want to end like that. And for those of you who are interested, please raise your hand and potentially Ernesto will give you a call or one of my assistants to see if you qualify in joining this particular coaching program that's really for creating more leads on LinkedIn and having you become an expert in the field and build an amazing business based on the leads you get from LinkedIn. So that being said, if you're interested, just raise your hand, say I am. And if you have comments, leave them in the box below. My assistant or myself will be there to reply and answer to all your comments. And of course, you can direct message me as well anytime. We will have a live every week, every Wednesday at this hour, and potentially also at a different hour in the day, just because my expert is in Latvia, in ex USSR, and a young Russian guy. I shouldn't say Russian, but he has the accent like me, which is phenomenal, but he has an even more harsh accent, so it's even better. And he also will most probably do live videos sharing his expertise about algorithms and how LinkedIn works to help you guys along the way. So hope this helps and hope to see you again next week. And please watch this video and enjoy it as much as you can. I hope it's inspiring and motivating. So have a great rest of your night and see you soon. Bye.